Good morning, everyone. Thomas Montgomery. Today is Tuesday, November 12th, 2024. We get together with our distribution partners most weekday mornings at 8 o'clock Central to talk about strategies, tips, techniques, share success stories, and support each of you. Again, please remember we have a different set of Zooms that are oriented primarily to clients, prospective clients. Those are held multiple times each day, Mondays through Fridays. So, and again, anyone is welcome to join us today. But for those of you that are on the live or listening to the recording for that matter, we're going to be addressing our topics today primarily from a distribution perspective. All right, so the Shelf Corp is what we've evolved to, just like Apple has gone through different iterations over the years of phones. We've gone through an evolution or iterations, and we have landed with Shelf Corps, and I think this is where we're going to stay. Shelf Corps are working remarkably well in helping clients have a fundable business almost immediately. Provides them three different sources of money. It allows them to be able to qualify for the loan, provides them 100,000 of AR that we can liquidate, and it produces ongoing cash flow. But with that being said, our topics today are going to be a bit of a variety of topics based upon what I hear from many of you, questions, comments, concerns. And we'll open it up for anything else that you'd like to address. So first, we're going to talk about leads. And I don't know how to more politely say this. Your job, regardless if you're an affiliate or a white label partner, is to bring the leads. That is your job. In some cases, we have some of you coming to us, and it's like our fault that you don't have leads. It's like it become somehow it's evolved where we try to help and we try to over service to such an extent that if you don't have leads, it's our fault. But that's really your part of the deal, right? We're the administrative team. We're the fulfillment team. So if you're going to be good at what you do, whether you're an affiliate or a white label partner, you need to have some competency in generating leads. Now, we understand that there's two very different roles. Affiliates have a landing page. They generate the lead and refer into their landing page and get paid. That's all they do. The less they say, the better. And then white label partners, much different, right? White label partners are taking our editable client agreement, taking our information off, putting theirs on, changing pricing to match what they want their pricing options to be, and getting the clients under contract. So two very different roles, but in both cases, it's your job to go generate leads. Now, we can give you some ideas and best practices, but we're going to take a little bit of a firmer approach to say, that's what you're here to do. And if you're not good at doing that, then we'll give you today a couple surefire ways that you can generate leads, even if you're not good at it organically. So with that being said, there's nearly an unlimited number of different ways of generating leads. If we had to just drill it down to two options, what are the best two that seem to work 100% of the time? The first of which is if you're the type of person that you want to get out in front of people, right? You want to handshake, you want to meet and greet, you're a people person, I would recommend using BNI. BNI stands for Business Networking International. We've had separate trainings on it before. There is a charge to join BNI, but they will let you go to 2 meetings for free, so you wouldn't have to have any budget to get started with that. And BNI is a proven effective way where you can get a steady flow of referrals. The other BNI members are like accountants and lawyers and bankers, and they'll refer to you, and you don't have to pay them anything. So that's a no-brainer. It's called Business Networking International. BNI is the acronym. So if you don't have enough leads, you could certainly start with there if you're the type of person you want to meet and greet. In contrast, Kyle, we've talked about several times, and we have no financial relationship with BNI nor with Kyle, by the way. But Kyle will get you leads. He can give you live phone transfers. He can have his team set appointments for you. He can give you leads list. And these leads are really, really good. They're what they call double verified. So it's not just a name and a phone number and an email. It's how long have they been in business? How much capital do they want? How much are they bringing in? What's their credit? Because one thing that maybe you've figured out by now, if not, you will soon, if you focus your time on broke people, you're not going to sell anything, right? Because broke people can't afford to pay you. And some of you, it's great. You're just committed to working with broke people. But what happens from that is you're making no money because they don't have any money to pay. So when you get leads from Kyle, you're not getting broke people. And if you go to BNI and get leads, you're not getting broke people leads. Now, you can work with whomever you want, but again, some of you are focused for whatever reason, maybe accidentally on broke people, and it's hard to make money off broke people. All right, so that covers leads. Didn't go real deep into it, but just to clear the air. It's your job to generate leads. That's what your role is. You could be an affiliate or a white label partner, which varies what you do with the leads. Do you just refer them in or do you close them? Many, many ways to generate leads. And if you needed for me to just drill down to two ways that works 100% of the time, BNI, Business Network International for in person, Kyle, if you're willing to buy leads. Okay. Any questions, comments, concerns on leads before we move on to the next topic? Nothing real earth-shattering there, but we just, based on some feedback I'm getting, I felt like we need to cover that. Okay, moving on. Training. So some of you, and I was talking to Corinthian yesterday, and she's one of the smartest distribution partners we have. She's on the live training now. But her response, as is with some others, well, I just need more training. I just need more training. I just need more training. Well, that's fine. But I guess we're kind of having to come to Jesus today, if you kind of get the feel of it. You need to go generate leads because that's your job. And the best training, without question, is experiential training, which means go through it yourself. Can you imagine sitting your 6 or 7 year old child or grandchild, niece or nephew down and say, hey, little Joey, I'm going to tell you about how to ride a bicycle. No, no, no. We're not going to go get on the bicycle. We're just going to sit down and talk about it. I'm going to draw some diagrams. I'm going to create a flow chart of how to ride a bike. And it's like, what the fuck? Just go ride the bike, right? Some things you just learn best by doing, called experiential learning. I've come to decision, if you want to be successful in selling a shelf corporation, get a shelf corporation. You'll get the benefits, of course, the 100,000 minimum guaranteed for the loan, 100,000 of the AR, which we can liquidate and generate the income. But I don't think that there is a way to train you all properly without you just going through it. And so as affiliates, we get so many people that contact us. I want to be an affiliate. I want to be an affiliate. I want my free landing page. And then we look at performance, and a lot of the affiliates, it's like crickets. There's no performance. So going forward, anyone that wants to be a distribution partner, we want you to go through it. Get a shelf corporation yourself. Now you can turn around and sell it if you don't want to keep it. That's okay. We're not trying to stick you with it. But we can't beat the experience of going through it, because otherwise it's like that bicycle analogy. Let's sit down with Joey and let's just talk about riding a bike. Let's watch some YouTube videos about how to ride a bike. No, we need to go ride the bike. So go through it yourself, see the benefits, understand the process. Otherwise, it's too exhausting trying to describe to everyone how to ride a bike. Let's just get on the bike and ride it. So that's topic number 2. Topic number 3 is balance sheet, and that's where Mr. Robinson and I had a bit of a discussion today. There's sometimes some confusion on the balance sheets. So we're going to resolve that hopefully today as a group. Oh, don't know what I just did there. I just literally lost my notes. Let's see. Is it Control Z to undo? I lost it. That's okay. So somehow literally just lost it. But that's okay. We'll just move forward. Well, maybe I just clicked off of it. Let's see. That's what happened. Ah, thank goodness. Balance sheet. There we go. All right, so balance sheet. What does a balance sheet show? A balance sheet shows assets and liabilities of the business. Assets are, of course, things that the business owns, OWNS, and liabilities are things that the business owes, OWES. So it's one of the most important financial statements and not related to Mr. Robinson, but some people are like, well, it's a new company. This doesn't apply. That is the most ludicrous thing anyone could say. A brand new business should have a balance sheet, even if it was formed yesterday, even if it was formed earlier today. Balance sheets are important because it shows the reader, in this case, typically the bank, the lender, what does the business bring to the table, things that it owns, and what are its liabilities. Some people say, well, no, it's a new business, Tom. This balance sheet, there's not going to be anything on it. Well, let's break that comment down. Well, if there are no liabilities on it, that's a good thing. But what we have to get away from is thinking that whatever you know or what your client knows, the bank will guess, the bank will infer, the bank will extrapolate. They won't. So they want to see a balance sheet of the assets and liabilities, excuse me, even if it's a brand new business. So that's point one. Secondly, the generation of financial statements, and we're going to call these historical financial statements. So that's different than projections. Let's not talk about projections right now. Let's talk about current or historical. It's best, in my opinion, to use QuickBooks. Now, I don't sell QuickBooks. I don't make any money from QuickBooks, but QuickBooks is the most widely used small business accounting software in the United States. I used to teach it, so I know it pretty well. But it serves the purpose of clients, of small business owners, being able to track their money, generate reports, prepare tax returns, and so forth. It's very inexpensive. You can even get a free trial, so it's never going to be a price issue. So you're going to hear us recommend to your clients, the people you refer in, get QuickBooks. Not because we sell it. It's not like we have some link here. Click here on my link so I get $10 each time you buy. None of that nonsense. But we need to run a business like a business. And a lot of these folks are coming to us wanting a massive capital raise. We're going to have to look professional, right? We can't just wing this. So we need QuickBooks. With that being said, on QuickBooks also, we need to be most likely setting up payroll. So I hope I've conveyed this clearly enough before, but if not, I'll state it again. You do not want to be self-employed. You do not want your clients to be self-employed. Self-employed is bad in the view of lenders. Self-employed is bad. So instead, we want to be a W-2 employee of our own company. That makes us an employee. And you might say, oh, no, I don't want to be an employee for anyone. Well, you're an employee for your own company. So that way, you have your payroll set up, you have direct deposits. Normally, every Friday, you have a direct deposit going in. Taxes are being withheld properly, looks professional. So, balance sheet is our topic, clarified what's on it, talked about the best way to generate it. And then while we're getting QuickBooks set up, I recommend that the client go ahead and get their payroll set up as well. Don't have to, but strongly recommend it. Now, here's a question for you, and this is what Mr. Robbins and I were discussing a bit this morning. Who manages the client's QuickBooks? It's the client. Now, if the client wants to outsource it to their accountant or CPA or bookkeeper, they can. So we can guide them, we can advise them, but we're not the bookkeeping service for clients, regardless if they're in the Shelf Corporation or the 4-week, the build option. But if they're not comfortable doing that, then they can outsource it. That's fine, but that's not our role. Okay, so any questions on balance sheets? I know I didn't take a deep dive into balance sheets, but it shows things such as the cash in the business's bank account, shows the accounts receivables like we're transferring, would show any inventory that the client has, any furniture, any technology, and so forth. But are we good here? So go into it understanding that we're going to recommend that your clients get QuickBooks. Not because we sell it, not because we make any money from it, but it's not included in the Shelf Corporation. So, but they can get a free trial, so it's not going to be a price issue. So then that brings us down to topic 4. What else is it that you need? Because we've got some really bright minds. Some of you are producing astronomical numbers, and some of you don't seem to be able to sell anything. Is it because you don't have leads? Is it because you need training? I think this is a little bit of a different topic, but I guess it would have to come down to one of these two. So, Al, good morning again. Al, what can we do for you to help you go make money today by selling the Shelf Corp, either as an affiliate or as a white label partner? Al, what is it that you need today? And that's a question for every one of you. Mr. Brown, you bought a Shelf Corporation. You own a Shelf Corporation, Mr. Brown. Your Shelf Corporation should be making money today. It really should be. Mr. Keller, you're on here too. You bought a Shelf Corporation. Your Shelf Corporation should be making money today. Corinthian, you bought 2 Shelf Corporations. Both of your Shelf Corporations should be making money today. That's one of the 3 revenue streams. So let's go back up. So with Shelf Corp, there are 3 sources of money. There's loans. So we essentially get the Shelf Corp, so we have a fundable business, so we can go borrow money. There's the liquidation of the AR. So for example, again, Mr. Robinson referred in a client, Kevin. I was talking to Kevin this morning, so we'll be working today on liquidating his AR. So that's another source of money. And then the third is operational income. And I say this as gently as I can, but Mr. Brown, you're running a business. You bought a Shelf Corporation. Mr. Brown, if your business isn't generating income, that's horrible. So we need to figure out why your business is not making any money. Because when people buy a Shelf Corporation, they're set up to make money immediately. So, Mr. Brown, your Shelf Corporation should be making money today. Yes, I know you want a loan, and yes, I know we're going to liquidate the AR. I know all that, but let's not ignore good old-fashioned operational income. All right. And all right, so Mr. Brown says that he needs us to follow up. So yes, sir, I'll follow up. But Mr. Brown, let me ask you this. Have you read your business plan? Because when you get a Shelf Corp, as it states, it comes with a business plan. See right here, the second bullet, free business plan. Mr. Brown, not trying to put you on the spot, but have you read your business plan? Same with Mr. Keller. Same with you, Corinthian, times 2. You bought 2 Shelf Corporations, not just one. So do you know what your business does? Okay, great. So if we know what our business does, then we need to be monetizing, and that starts with leads. So you need leads. It doesn't matter if you sell donuts or you're a plumber or you sell Ferraris, whatever business you're in, you must sell a good or a service to a client or you don't make any money. And so those clients that you sell to typically start as leads. So Mr. Brown, do you have leads? If not, here's the 2 best ways I believe. Now, there's many, many other ways to get leads. But if I had a business like you, Mr. Brown, or like you, Mr. Keller, or like you, Corinthian times two, and it wasn't making money, I'd really be prioritizing it. That's like going out and buying a Domino's pizza franchise, and we sold no pizzas yesterday. We didn't sell a single damn pizza yesterday. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's not like, well, that's okay. It's not that big a deal. Why would you want to have a business if it doesn't make money? And I know there's three sources of money, but somehow we've got to do something better here. All right. So with that being said, and I'm with you, Mr. Brown, a lot of people will give me reasons why they're not making money, but we need to be making money. And if you got a group of people that's pent up, Mr. Brown, waiting for something to happen, then I would get another group of target audience that's not stalled so you can make money. Businesses need to make money. Lenders like to see businesses that make money because they feel more comfortable in loaning them, making loans to them. All right, so beyond that, who is it that needs help on selling Shelf Corps? Because I'm assuming that's why you're here, right? Because we have different sessions if you're looking at being a client. So those of you that are here today, live or listen to the recording, are because you want to help people and make money. And so with that, you're either an affiliate or you're a white label partner. The most important training is to go through it yourself. Don't just talk about riding a bike. Don't go Google how to ride a bike. Don't look at YouTube videos about how to ride a bike. Ride the damn bicycle. And so that way you get the benefits. You get all three of these benefits because you know they're going to likely ask you. So Celino, your prospects may ask you, well, Celino, how did it work out for you? And then when you say, well, I don't really have a Shelf Corp, there's a disconnect there. Walk the walk, right? Be your own testimony. So with that being said, Madison's your first point of contact. I encourage you, I plead with you, I beg of you, reach out to Madison if you need assistance. Chances are she'll be able to help you. If she can't, she can get whomever else in the organization is needed to get you what you need. And you can email her as well. I would just call her. But we've got a great opportunity here, right? We have a unique proposition to help any small business owner get funding. Because what does it take to get funding? We need to have a fundable business. And this is an instant way. It's like as AJ likes to say, it's like a ready bake pizza from Little Caesars. You walk in, you give them your $5.99 or whatever the price is, and you walk out with your pepperoni pizza in your hand. It's ready to go. So this is it. Okay, so Ainsley is one of our new affiliates. So Ainsley, welcome, by the way. We need you to go through the training before we send you out. And I wasn't clear enough, Ainsley, so that's my fault, not yours. We're not issuing any more affiliate landing pages until people are trained. Because what we don't want are people accidentally or worse yet maliciously saying things that aren't true. So if you want your landing page, Ainsley, we need you to get trained. The best way to get training, go through it yourself. And so that's true with Mr. Weathers. I don't know if he's on this morning. That's the way we're going to do it because we don't want to be cleaning up messes where, oh, I was told that it was different than that. Well, I think it's because some of you have Googled how to ride a bike. You've watched YouTube videos about how to ride a bike, but you've never gotten on the bicycle. So some of you, I think, inadvertently is giving information that's not accurate. And so the best way for us to train someone is not just to sit in a room or on Zoom meetings and talk about it, go through it. So Ainsley, your responsibility would be to get trained if you want to be an affiliate. If you want to make money helping other people, your first step is to get trained. And the best way to get trained is experiential learning. Go through it. Don't know how to do that? Give Madison a call and she can help you. All right, well, I think we've covered what we wanted to. It was kind of a hodgepodge of topics, but again, we want to be responding to what are the challenges, the issues that you're facing. And again, It's great to see so many of you on daily Zooms, but some of you, you're just not producing. So if you're not producing, I think we can resolve that with the perfect training. The perfect training is hop on the bike, ride it yourself. Then you'll remember it, you'll be able to explain it, you'll understand it. Secondly, you're going to need leads. You can't get away from having leads. Need leads. And there's two great ways. BNI, if you're more of a shake and bake, get out there in front of people, or Kyle, if you want live transfers, appointments set, or leads lists. Many other ways, but I just want to keep it simple. These are the two best ways. All right, well, we'll be back tomorrow morning. If you need anything, give Madison a call, 903 352 3390. Thanks, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.